Hello everyone, I am Nehal from WsCubeTech, and in this video we are going to write a Python program about you need to check whether a number is a perfect square or not. Alright, so as you can just see this problem statement over your computer screen over here. So we are supposed to take a number from the user, okay, and we are supposed to tell the user that this particular number is a perfect square or not. Alright, so talking about this a perfect square is nothing but it is just a number, okay, which is just obtained by just squaring a whole number. So say for example, if I just come up over here and if I just say that, for example, say 4, okay. So if you just obtain if you just do 2 into 2, so it is nothing but it is 4 over here, okay. So 2 2s are 4. So this is a perfect square number. This 4 is a perfect square over here. Talking about more such examples over here is that, say for example, if you just do 3 into 3, so it is 9, okay. So 9 is a perfect square over here. So next example will be 9 over here. Similarly, 4 into 4 is 16, right? So the 16 is a perfect square, okay. So that is a perfect square number over here. And just we are just going to see this thing, okay. So in order to just write the logic for this, we'll just go step by step over here. And what we'll do, we'll just first accept a number from the user. So I will just say that input, and I will just say that enter the number. All right. And I will just store this inside a variable name. So say that let's call this as n over here, and we'll just do a type conversion over here, okay. So this would be our type conversion over here, okay. So by default Python just understand that this particular thing is a string, okay. So we need to tell our Python that this is not a string, this would be a number. All right. So once I have a number over here, is that the next step is that over here is that I will just take a variable over here. So say for that I just take it as a flag over here, okay. So and I will just set it to 0 over here, okay. So just understand that this particular thing is it will act as a counter. You can just call it as a flag which will just accept it as 0 and 1 or true or false over here, okay. So I'm just taking one variable over here, okay. And next what I need to do over here is that, now see, if you just observe over here, so when I said that talking about the perfect square, so when 3 into 3, that is equal to 9 over here. Talking about the 16, so when 4 into 4 is there, then it becomes 16 over here. Similarly, if I just take another example, so 5 into 5, then it becomes 25 over here. So this 25 is a perfect a square over here. All right. So what I need to do over here is that first I will just take a range over here. So say that for any variable, so say for I in range, and I need to make my range that I need my range to start with 1 and go till my n over here. And what I need to do over here is that now I need to check that each time this I will start with 1, okay. And so what I need to do that if this 2 into 2, that is the value of I is same, okay. So what I will simply do is I will just say that I asterisk I is equal to n. All right. So when I just say that it would be in my if condition, okay. So when I just say that if this whatever the I will be there, okay. So if this for example in this case, okay, so it will just start with 1, okay. So it will just say 1 into 1 is equal to n, that is a 4. So no, then it will come for 2. So it's 2 into 2 is equal to our this thing 4. So yes, okay. At that time what I need to do is I will just set my flag is equal to 1. That's it. And I will just break, okay. So this simply means that whenever this flag gets 1, okay, it is set to the 1, okay, you simply just come out of this loop over here. That's it. And I will just give the condition over here that if this flag, okay, is equal to 1, okay, so it is a perfect square, okay. So perfect square, okay. And if not, okay, else it's not, right? It's not a perfect square. So it's not a perfect square. We'll just understand this thing more, okay. So first just let run this thing, okay. So it asks for the input over here. So let's say that I give it a 4 over here. So it says that it's a perfect square because why? Because you know this I into I. So when it came 2 into 2 and that became equal to this 4, it set this flag to 1 over here. So just understand this thing over here. So see what happened over here. Enter the number. So here the user entered 4 over here, okay. So I will just say that the user entered 4, okay. It is the flag is set to 0 over here. All right. Now this range, what it will do that it will just start with 1, okay. So first it will just start with 1, okay. So over here what will happen over here is that it will just say that whether this 1 into 1 is equal to Rn, that is 4. So no, it is not. Okay. Again, it will check that now the I will become 2. Okay. So this will be 2 into 2 is equal to Rn, that is 4. So yes, now this flag got 1 over here, and then it simply got out of the loop. And over here, it has just checked that if this flag, now this flag has set to 1 over here, because it got this 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So once it get flag is equal to 1, it had displayed the perfect square over here. Let's take another example over here. So say that I just take the example over here is at 5, alright, that is for 25 over here. So I'm just going to give the input as 25. Okay, now it says that it is a perfect square. So we'll just understand this thing with the help of an example. So what happened over here is that now the user gave this 25 over here. Alright, now it has the flag is set to 0 already. Okay, now what will happen? This I will start with 1 and it will go till the user input. So what will happen over here is that initially your I will be 1. So it will be what? It will just start with 1. That at this step over here, what will it will happen over here is that it will just say 1 into 1 is it equal to 25? So no, it's not. Okay, then I will be set to the 2 over here. Okay, then it will again start that this is 2. All right, so it will just say, check whether 2 into 2 is equal to 25. No. All right, I will become 3 over here. Okay, then over here it will check whether 3 into 3 is equal to 25. No. Again I will become over here 4. Then it will check whether 4 into 4 is equal to 25. No. Then at this thing it will I will become 5. Now it will just say whether 5 into 5 is equal to 25. Yes. All right. So once it's become yes, this flag is set to 1 over here. Okay, this flag will be set to 1. Okay, so we have 1 inside our flag over here. All right, and after this it will not execute further things. Okay, because we got that flag is equal to 1 over here. All right, and once I have this flag is equal to 1, so as soon as I just say if flag is equal to 1, you need to mention that it is a perfect square over here, and that is a way how I got over here. Okay, similarly we'll just check for the another number. So say that for example I just give it over here is at say 3. All right, now it says that it's not a perfect square over here because it's not. All right, so this is how we just check for whether a number is a perfect square or not. All right, so if I just give it over here is that 10 over here. Okay, so if I just say 10 over here, so it says that it's not a perfect square over here because 10 doesn't comes in a value such a like a 5 into 5 or something like that, because for perfect square you need to have the same number over here which is divisible by itself, and then it will give you the perfect square over here. So as I said you the examples over here, so 2 into 2 is 4, then 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16, 5 is 25. Similarly 6 6 are 36 over here. Okay, so if I just say that 6 into 6 is equal to 36. Now if I just give this 36 over here, okay, if I just give this 36 over here, so this is a perfect square. Okay, so this is a perfect square because 6 into 6 is 36. Similarly 7 into 7 is 49 over here. Okay, so 7 into 49. So this 49 is a perfect square. So if I just run this thing over here, if I just give it a 49 over here, now this is a perfect square. Okay, and that is a logic that we have written over here, that if I into I is equal to n over here. Okay, once if I just multiply this, both number would be same. Okay, as I said this 7 and 7 both number are same, and if I just get that number which is equal to the user input over here, so that particular thing is a perfect square over here. All right, so this is how it works over here. So 10 is not a perfect square over here. Okay, so I hope that you have understood with this logic over here. All right, so if you just like this video, so hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends, and see you in the next video.